A power disruption struck Iran's Natanz nuclear facility on Sunday. The incident came on the same day as U.S. Secretary of Defense Austin's visit to Israel and days ahead of a new round of discussions in Vienna to revive the Iran nuclear deal. The White House denied any involvement in this incident. Iran's Foreign Minister Zarif accused Israel of this attack and vowed revenge.
It is possible that the recent attack will set back Iran's enrichment facilities and enrichment program at Natanz by anywhere between 9 months or more. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see for the damage assessment, what centrifuges were actually destroyed and whether they are replaceable or not, because depending on the technology used in the centrifuges and the equipment, some may not be so easily replaceable.
I think Israel has two goals. On the one hand, Israel wants to prevent the Iran's nuclear capability construction process, to slow down the process, because from the perspective of Israel, that Iran has already has the capability to reach the enriched uranium up to the level of 20%, and that is very close to the nuclear bomb. On the other hand, Israel wants to harass and prevent the rapprochement and even the negotiation process between Tehran and Washington.
The Israelis clearly don't have any, or at least the government of Bibi Netanyahu doesn't have any faith in diplomacy to curb Iran's nuclear ambitions. And so they repeatedly resort to force, assassinations, sabotage, cyber attacks.
My policy as Prime Minister of Israel is clear. I will never allow Iran to obtain the nuclear capability.
Despite the Natanz site being attacked, Iran will still want to return to the negotiation table because the sanctions are hurting the Iranian economy badly. According to IMF report, Iran only has access to $4 billion worth of foreign exchange. Iran's economy is reeling under the sanctions, corruption and mismanagement. And this is why it's in its interest to return to the negotiation table so that sanctions are lifted.
We try to resolve them through diplomatic means, currently in Vienna, in the ongoing process of talks and negotiations of the parties of the JCPOA, and through our contacts with the United States. Everything that contributes to increasing tensions in the region, that is not conducive towards these negotiations, needs to be rejected, because in the end, if you don't have a diplomatic solution to this important issue, and the Iranian nuclear program is an important issue for the regional stability, for the international stability, then you have to follow the diplomatic means.
Let's remember that Bibi Netanyahu was very opposed to the JCPOA. He did everything possible to prevent it from coming into being back in 2015. So he's up at his old tricks again, and I don't think Iran should fall into that trap. I don't think the United States should be affected by it either.